afternoon, Dr. Joshua. My name is Ho Xueyu. I'm BS student. So I'm gonna start my PowerPoint presentation, which includes chapter 5, 6, and 7. So first, we're gonna look into chapter 5, bond. So what is bond? A bond is an interest-bearing security which promises to pay a stated amount of money at some future date, which is maturity date. So why sell bond? Because it's the faster way to earn money and more money can be accumulated. So why we buy bond? Because the interest is guaranteed and usually higher. So next, let's look the primary data and some notation. So P is the price paid for the bond. F is the par value of bond. C is the redemption value of the bond, which usually same as the par value, unless it's stated is a different value. So R is the coupon rate. N is the number of coupon payment from start to the end. And I is the yield rate of bond, or called the yield to maturity. So next is bond amortization. Recall that the price of the bond is the present value of the bond. So there are three scenarios. First, the price is equal to the redemption value. Second, is the price larger than the redemption value, which is the premium bond. Lastly, the price is lesser than the redemption value, which is a discount bond. So book value BT is the present value of all future remaining payment at time T. So look at the BT formula. There are two parts. First is the present value of all future remaining coupon payment, and the second part is the present value of the redemption value. So BT is actually the similar concept with the outstanding loan value at time T. So first, we discuss the premium bond, which P is larger than C when the coupon rate is larger than the yield rate. So when a bond is purchased at premium, the book value will decrease at each coupon date, so that at the time of redemption, its book value is equal to the redemption value, and the process is called amortization of premium. So when a bond is purchased at premium, the interest earned, IT, can be calculated using I, B, T minus 1. The amount of amortization of premium, PT, can be calculated using RT minus IT, since R is larger than I. And the book value can be calculated using BT minus 1 minus PT. So regarding the premium bond, let's discuss a tutorial question, which is tutorial 5, question 9. So a 1000 bond redeemable at par on 1st December 2018 has 10% coupon paid semi-annually. So the bond is bought on 1st of June 2016. So find the purchase price and construct a bond amortization schedule if the desired yield is 9% compounded semi-annually. So let's discuss the solution. So refer to the question just now, the par value is 1000, and as the redemption value is not stated, so it will equal to the par value, which is 1000. And as this is a semi-annual coupon rate, so the R and the I has to divide by 2, which are the coupon rate will be 0.05 and the yield rate will be 0.045, and the N is 5. So in order to calculate the purchase price at 1st of June 2016, we have to use this formula. So by substituting the value, we can get the purchase price is 1021.95. So I1 is 55.99, P1 is 4.01, and B1 is 1017.94. So let's discuss amortization table. So this is the date, this is the coupon payment, this is the interest earned, this is the amount for amortization of premium, and this book value. So at t equals to 0, the book value is 1021.95, which we calculated just now. At t equals to 1, the coupon payment received by the bondholder is 50 ringgit, the interest earned is 45.99, and P1 is 4.01, which we take 50 minus 45.99. So at t equals to 1, the actual interest earned by the bondholder is only 45.99. However, they receive 50 ringgit. So there's an extra of 4.01, which should be deducted from the book value. So we'll take the previous book value 1021.95 minus 4.01, so we'll get the book value at T1, which is 1017.94. So eventually, if we repeat the process, the book value will eventually reduce to the redemption value, which is 1000. So we can see that the bond is purchased at the premium of 21.95. We should take the P minus the C, so we get a difference of 21.95. So now we'll discuss the discount bond. Discount bond, the price was smaller than the redemption value when the coupon rate is smaller than the yield rate. So when a bond is purchased at discount, the book value will increase at each coupon date, so that at the time of redemption, its book value is equal to the redemption value. So the process is called accumulation of discount. So the calculation of interest earned IT and BT is same with the calculation of premium bond. However, the amount of accumulation of discount, the calculation is different. As in this situation, the U rate is larger than the coupon rate. So the PT will take IT minus RT. So for discount bond, we'll discuss the question in tutorial 5, question 10. So a 1000 bond redeemable at par on 1st of December 2018 has 10% coupon paid semi-annually. The bond is bought on 1st of June 2016. Find the purchase price and construct a bond amortization schedule if the desired yield is 12% compounded semi-annually. Okay, so let's discuss the solution. So refer to the question just now, the par value is 1000, and similarly, the redemption value is not stated, so equals to the par value 1000. And this is a semi-annual coupon bond, so the R and the I has to divide by 2. So the coupon rate is 0.05, which is lesser than the U rate 0.06, and the N will equals to 5. So this is the formula to calculate P. So by substituting the value, the purchase price at the 1st of June 2016 is 957.88, and I1, interest earned at T equals to 1, is 57.47, and P1 is negative 7.47, and the book value at T equals to 1 is 965.35. Okay, so let's look at the amortization table for discount bond. So basically, the concept of this with premium bond is quite similar. However, we can observe that for this column, here have the negative value because the interest earned is always larger than the coupon payment. So let's observe T equals to 1. The actual interest earned is 57.47. However, they only receive coupon payment of 50 ringgit. So that's an extra of 7.47. So this value has to be added to the book value of the bond. So we'll take the previous book value minus this value, minus plus. So plus this value, we get 966.35 at T equals to 1. So while we repeat the process, the book value will eventually increase and increase to the redemption value of 1000. So the bond is purchased at a discount of 42.12, which we will take 1000 minus 957.88. The difference will be 42.12. Okay, so after finishing the two questions of chapter 5, we will go into chapter 6, stocks. So there are two types of stocks, preferred stocks and common stocks. So both of these stocks has no maturity date. However, preferred stock has a fixed rate of dividend, while common stock doesn't. Okay, so let's discuss buying stocks on margin. So the definition is buying stocks with borrowed money. So we recall AM is equals to equity, which is asset minus liability, divided by asset. Next, we introduce maintenance margin, MM. Okay, so the brokerage firm is not allowed the value of the price of stock go below a certain percentage. So we need MM as the benchmark. So if AM is smaller than MM, then the investor is under margin, thus will receive a margin call. While AM is larger or equals to MM, thus the investor is over margin. So they can withdraw or they can choose to buy more share. Okay, so let's discuss tutorial question. So tutorial 6, question 7. Sean wants to purchase 100 stocks of XYZ. The current price of the stock is 100 ringgit. He has 4,000 ringgit on hand, so he decided to borrow 6,000 ringgit. The maintenance margin is set to be 30%. Let's discuss the solution. So this is the information given. Question A. What is John's liability and equity? So the liability given is 6,000, equity is 4,000. Asset is liability plus equity, so is 10,000. So recall that AM is equals to equity divided by asset, so it will be 40%. Question B. Suppose stocks falls to 90 ringgit, what is the actual margin? Would a margin call be in order? So we know that the price falls from 100 ringgit to 90 ringgit. So the asset will be 90 ringgit times 100 stocks. So it's 9,000. So as the price of the stocks fall, it doesn't affect the liability. The liability will be remain the same. So it's 6,000. And the equity will be asset minus liability, which is 9,000 minus 6,000 will be 3,000. So continue from last slide, AM equals to 3,000 divided by 9,000, which is 0.33, which is larger than 30%. Since AM is larger than MM, so the investor will not receiving any margin call and can withdraw or buy more shares. So question C, how far can the stock price fall before a margin call? Recall that if an investor receives a margin call, it means that the AM is smaller than the MM. So we know that the MM 0.3 is the minimum percentage of AM can reach. So in order to find the minimum price, the stock price can fall. So we need to take this formula equals to 0.3. So we find the price is 85.71. So if the price is smaller than this value, we know that the investor will receive a margin call because it means that the AM is smaller than MM. So let's discuss tutorial 6 question 8. So John purchased 100 stocks and the price is 100. So the equity is 4,000. Borrow 6,000, so the liability is 6,000. And the broker charges an annual effective rate of interest of 10% and the growth rate of stock is 20%. So we need to solve for this question, which we will look at the solution on the next slides. So let's solve this question. This is the information given and we will solve the question one by one by using this table. So question A, what is the year-end value of stocks? So we know that the price per stock is 100 and the growth rate is 20%. So we just take 100 times 1.2, we get 120. And for 100 stocks, just times 100, just times 100. So you'll get question A, 12,000. So question B, what is the total of loan repayment and interest? So we know that the liability is 6,000 and the annual effective rate of interest is 10%. So just take 6,000 times 1.1, we get 6,600 for question B. So for question C, what is the rate of return? So we know that if we buy on margin, that's definitely a liability. So we need to find the rate of return on the equity. So by taking to take this value, we need to take asset minus liability, we get 5,400. And in order to take this rate, just take this value minus this value and divide by this value. So we'll get 35%. Last question, question D, what is the rate of return if we did not buy on margin? So if we didn't buy on margin, it just purely depends on the asset. So it will be 20%. Okay, so we look at the last chapter, chapter 7. So the effect of inflation on interest rate. So let me introduce some notation. I prime is the real rate of interest, which eliminate the inflation. I, the nominal interest rate, which include inflation. So as I include inflation, it will always larger than I prime. While R is the rate of inflation. So the relationship between these three is when R is positive, the formula will be 1 plus I prime plus 1 plus R equals to 1 plus I. So these two can be derived from this formula. Next, purchasing power, PP. So we use real rate to calculate PP. The original purchasing power is C. The current purchasing power is either T years back or T years future. And these two has the similar formula, and the only difference is the power here is either negative T or T. So the percentage of increasing of PP is equals to current PP minus original PP divided by original PP. Okay, let's discuss the last question, tutorial 7, question 1. So C is equals to 1,000 ringgit invested at a market rate I. Inflation is 3.5%. And at the end of 15 years, the purchasing power has increased by 55%. Determine I. So current PP, we know that in order to calculate current PP, we need to use real rate. So 1000 times 1 plus I prime power 15 because it's 15 years in future. So 1 plus I prime is equals to 1 plus I divided by 1 plus R. So 1 plus R is 1.035. So we know that the formula to find the increase in percentage of PP is current PP minus original PP divided by original PP. So we just start current PP minus original C divided by original C, and we know that 0.55 is given, so we just equals to 0.55. So by solving this equation, we know that I equals to 0.0657. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.